having an amazing day. I am just going to check and see that everything I can see, that you can see me and hear me. If anybody is listening, please let me know that you can hear me well. I just wanted to go through our Fed Up Everyone challenge, which is beginning on Monday, just so that anyone that actually has the questions can quickly look back here and use it for reference. So I'll just be going through the facts, and hopefully those of you who have had any questions, those questions will be answered through this information. But if you have any, just make sure you drop it in the comments box, and I will try and get through any of them while I'm live, or comment afterwards. Okay, so what is the 365 Fed Up Everyone, or FU Everyone challenge all about? If you've been following me for quite some time, you know that we have our Fed Up diet or Fed Up protocol, which is a 4-day cyclical low carb diet, right? So it's high protein for 4 days, very low carb, and then a lower carb, more relaxed weekend that fits around our lifestyle. We're going to be continuing that on. And with this plan, you'll actually have more. I've just got some tips written down here to keep me on focus. But it'll actually help you reset and refocus as well. But whether you're looking to shed kilos, break some habits, some bad snacking or chocolate cravings, whatever, this is the plan to get you on track. So what I've done this time is we're putting in new recipes and meal plans into our 365 membership, which just makes it an easier dashboard for everybody to use and access, and members of all levels will actually have access to the plans and any of the information that we upload to there. So it is exclusive to 365. It's not something that you can just buy separately, and if you're already a 365 member, you just get it, okay? So as long as you've got a current membership, you'll have access. What is it all about? So as I just said, 4 cyclical carb days followed by 3 lower carb days. It's structured enough to see results, but flexible enough to fit your lifestyle. So the whole idea behind the 4 days and the 3 days was that for 4 days, like we're at work, we're all good. We follow our fasting windows. We try and extend our fasting times, eat better, stick to the plans, which is more of a limited food options. But in saying that, the food is amazing. If you've seen any of my Fed Up posts and if you've got any of my books, have a look through them and you'll see that the food, well, we often end up eating it on the weekend too, because we actually enjoy most of the meals as everyday meals anyway. So that's how good it is. In the membership, you'll get access to 3x4x4. So what that means is we're actually going to have 3 different meal plans, which will be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can choose to have only 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day, 3 meals a day. I'm only a 1 meal a day kind of person, but you might like breakfasty style foods or lunch type style foods or dinner type foods, and that is why I've broken it into those. When I say 4x4, it'll be like 4 days, 4 different options. So you actually have 16 choices in each of those meal types that you can choose from, and just make different ones every day if you want, have the same meal every day if you want. It's completely up to you. We surveyed our 365 members, and that is actually what they requested that they would prefer, rather than me actually making a meal plan per se that you actually just follow. This actually gives you the options, and you can actually pick and choose what you want. Now, in saying that, I've also put together a huge tracker, which is about to get bigger today, because I've decided I'm going to add something else to it, which I'll go into in a minute. But that will actually help you stay on track as well. As for the meal options, I've already done all that. Most meals take under 5 minutes to prep and under 15 to 20 minutes to have on the table, okay? So I've kept them really quick and easy. For me, as you may know, I have followed this lifestyle since the end of March, early April 2023. It's really hard to get the years right now. Yeah, that's when we first launched the EF3. And I have followed that every week since then. And what I like in meals is I like to either meal prep something that I'm going to eat throughout the week. So I make one meal, let's just say a lasagna, and it has 9 to 16 servings, whatever size I cut it to. And then I can just eat the same meal every day. That doesn't bother me because the food's really nice, as I said. But otherwise, if I'm going to make something during the day or at night time, I don't eat at nighttime, but for you, a lot of people are out at work and they come home and they might want to eat their one meal a day or second meal of the day. You want it done in like no time. So that's actually how I like to cook. Even though I'm like always working in food and thinking about food, I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Okay, so the meals are really super quick. I just published one of the new recipes for the 365 yesterday, which is a cottage cheese bowl with a tuna salad. Really great flavors, very quick and easy. It took me less than 15 minutes to make it from beginning to end. Everything was seasoned, and honestly, it was like one of the best meals I've had in a really long time. And that's saying something because I'm not a huge tuna out of a can kind of person. But in saying that, if you're not tuna at all, you can easily swap any of the protein. Okay, so that makes it all quick and easy. So as a member as well, if you're not already a 365 member, if you're joining now or throughout the next week, you'll also gain access to 600 plus recipes on our website. We have over 50 meal plans for 365 members, including 21 bonus ebooks that you get that are exclusive to 365 members only. So you can download those ebooks and keep them permanently. That is for annual members. If you join on a monthly basis, you'll get 4 each month, okay? And that is just through a drip feed, so you'll get it on the last day of the month and get the next lot. So there's plenty of variety for you. You shouldn't get bored. Lots of recipes, lots of meal plans to keep you focused and on track. Now, what makes the challenge different? The funniest thing is for me looking on social media at the moment is I keep getting all these things for as a health writer that I can buy plans with all the recipes already written, all the plans already written, and just stick my name on it because that's what some people do. I don't do that. I think everybody knows that my recipes are actually written by me, tested by my team. And Dave and I eat them. I photograph all of them. So you're getting not AI, you're not getting white label. That's what we call it, white label, pre-made stuff that is nothing to do with me. I just put my name on it. So what you're getting is you're getting somebody who actually loves food, who has struggled with their weight, and is super passionate about the low carb lifestyle, but also passionate about increasing protein without adding, crap like oats and stuff like that to get it there. But also like looking at the protein levels in a meal, because some people will say it's high protein and it's only got 10 grams of protein. That's not high protein, right? So yeah, we're trying to push everything as much as we can in the way of making high quality meals, easy meal prep, and listening to everyone that's in our community as to what you want, and change everything that I do and gear it towards you, not towards me, not towards what anybody else is doing or the trends of today. We're doing it for what people are after, what you are looking for, tools and resources to make everything easier for you. Add the additional support and the backup, because when we sell you a plan or a book or whatever, you know that we're not a faceless business. Hello, here I am. So yeah, you're getting the real deal, and I've been around for nearly 8 years doing the same thing. I've actually been blogging for I think 12 years now, 12 or 13 years, so I've been around for a little while. But yeah, I just want you to know that it's all authentic and real, and this is and has been my life pretty much forever. So you're getting something that is completely different than what a lot of people are doing. And while I have had an interest and studied in health and nutrition, I am not somebody who is just doing this to say be healthy, and I'm not a private, what do you call them, a PT, private personal trainer. So I'm actually a foodie. So I want you to have great tasting food and still be able to lose weight. And you can see I've got the grey hair, I'm postmenopausal, I'm in my 50s. So I'm one of those people that has everything going against me to lose weight, and following these plans over the last 20 months or so, I've lost over 20 kilos myself. So they work, and we just want to pass that on to everybody that we can. Shout it from the rooftop, so to speak. So as I said, I've decided to include the meal plans from our Fed Up books. Oh, right. Okay. So let's just talk about the planner. So I've said it's roughly around about 200-page planner, because I'm just about to add in a whole heap of meal plans. Now the meal plans will be all the ones from our Fed Up books, but it will just be more that it's a resource that you can actually see those plans, and that you'll actually see it's from X book. So let's just say it's from Meg Fast 3.1. you'll know that those plans are from MegFast 3.1. If you've got those books, you can actually click it and it'll take you through to tell you that it's from that book. And if you've got that book, then you can look up those plans. If you don't, you can buy them. But in saying that, the plan for the challenge itself is in part of the membership. So you don't have to have any extras, but I'm adding these into the tracker planner. And that'll just be in there as an extra bonus. But in the tracker itself, it will also have habit trackers, meal planners for weekly and monthly if you want. We put in everything from hydration to fitness to weight trackers to lifestyle trackers. Lots of different formats to keep everybody happy. You can print them off of their A4. They can go into a folder, so you can actually have the complete book all in one and use it as your track, print off extra pages if you wish. Many of them are in duplicates. We've done monthly whole planners and that as well too, so you can use those. There is software available that you can actually upload PDFs to edit them and make them an editable document, but I'm not going to provide instructions for that because a lot of our members do actually struggle with technology. I do not have the time to spend going through how to solve things with technology all the time, so we'll just, if you want to go down that path, you do it. I haven't even done it myself. I don't like to add extra apps and whatever and that to my computer, and that at the moment I've already used up a ton of data space, as you can imagine, editing thousands of images every year and saving in my iCloud. But yeah, it will be a great resource for anyone to use. And we've just tried to make it in a really easy format that everyone can read and see properly and have plenty of space to actually write stuff on, because if you're like me, you're messy, you write large, and you need a little bit of space to write what you're going to eat. But it has shopping lists, freezer inventories, fridge inventories. Honestly, there's a lot of things on there. I've actually got I've got a page here somewhere. So yeah, you'll have a few different ones with the planners, weekly shopping lists, all those inventories I just said. Favorite recipes, so you can do that shopping organizing, so you can actually go through and check stuff out. It's got my recipe card, so you can actually create your own recipes, maybe from some of mine, where you're going to say, I want this, that, and the other, and then create your own recipe, and then you can save that in your folder as well. Recipes to try that you might want to save, so if you see a recipe, whether it's even from another website, you can write that down in there. You might see one on Instagram or TikTok, whatever. You can write these things on the recipes to try as well. We've got plans for today, monthly planners, goal planners, habit trackers, ×2, body measurements, weight loss trackers, 30-day challenge, a workout plan, monthly calendar, notes and resources. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in that. And that will just be available in the members dashboard tomorrow. So if you're an existing member and looking for it now, it's not available now. I have said I'll keep everybody updated as I drop things, but yeah, it hasn't been loaded yet, as I want to add those meal plans into it. And if there's something else I might want to add into it later, I'll let you know, and you can print off those pages particularly, or specifically, I should say. So also, one of the best things about this plan is, like I said, you're not going to be doing it alone. We don't just say the plan or join membership and we disappear and you never hear from us again or never see us and don't know who we are. We're obviously here all the time. We are very good at getting back to you. With the membership, you'll also get access to our 365 Facebook group. I think that that's going to become a hive of activity over the next few months of people following the challenge and sharing and questioning and all of those sort of things that they do as we go through this. People are already starting to see that are in the group that haven't seen the group for some time, because as we know, Facebook now shows you a lot of sponsored posts or suggested posts to people to follow, but everyone that you're actually a part of a membership or part of a group, you don't get to see that in the news feed. So check in if you're already a member, log into your 365 members group. There are some questions there if you're not already a member. If you're not a current member, don't request to join because you won't be accepted into it. You need to be a paid member. But yeah, nice and easy. And I think that that'll be really supportive, because the best thing about all of these plans, as I see, is that when people are asking or sharing how they went each week, even if it's just sharing what you've been making and stuff like that, it just becomes that really supportive community. And for me, that is what social media is about in the way of our business. It's not just ooh, look at me. It's more about hey, let's all celebrate this. So, and I think with anything that we do, the more we have of the cheer squad in the background, the more successful we all are. So I encourage you all to share in that group. The the heights and the lows and all those sort of things, and I'll be sharing in there as well too. Okay, so we've done the membership. Okay, so the first cycle will run for 4 weeks. It's starting on Monday, January 6th, so that's AEDT. You can start it at any time. It's self-paced. You can do however many days you want to do. There is a few, if you've already got my Fed Up books and you know that we do 4 days on, 3 days off, and I use one high carb day. This particular one, you can still do that if you want. I am actually going to be bringing my carbs down. I'm actually going to go for 4 weeks, go pretty hard on this. I have a birthday in February. I'd like to be in the best shape ever. When that one rocks around, 53, yay. So this 30-day challenge for me will be a big one. But again, I think we'll follow it up in February with another one, because I know a lot of people are on holidays and they're still going to drink cocktails or be away, and it's going to be a little bit harder for them. So we'll do another one in Feb, and then we'll see how everyone's going at the end of February, whether we continue on with another one, another big one, because these are going to be a bit bigger than what we normally do with our challenges with the Fed Up on our main group. Okay, so if you are ready, then join if you're not already a member. If you're already a member, you've got nothing else to do. You just got to keep an eye out on the website. There's been some new recipes already uploaded. Tomorrow we'll see the drop of the workbook, so that's all your planners and trackers. That will be available from your dashboard, whether you're a monthly member or an annual member. There is new recipes already in the exclusive recipes for 365 members as well, which you'll see in there. There's a couple of pork ones and the tuna one. We've got Shopska salad and Greek meatballs and that going on tomorrow, as well as the chicken, another chicken salad bowl. So there is some with a little bit of greens in it for people. I am mostly keto. I eat a lot of protein with very little green, but I actually do like my leafy greens and avocados. So avocado, cucumber, leafy greens is pretty much what I'll throw in with any kind of meat. Some stellar dressings and stuff like that I will be building this year on seasonings and sauces and dressings and stuff like that. I have always been a saucy girl. That sounds really wrong. In the way of like making very simple things, but using, you know, a lot of seasonings and fresh flavors like lemon and lime juice and stuff like that. So I try and keep the ingredients simple. You can use seasonings and dressings and that that might not have any crap in them that you purchase from elsewhere, but I like to use ingredients that I know I already have at home, because I do have a healthy seasoning drawer, as in spices. I grow my own herbs, and every week I just buy a couple of lemons and limes, and I'm right. So I've got all that stuff handy. But yeah, if you're an existing member, nothing you need to do. I'm going to check the questions in a second, but if you are in it and want to do this and make a change in 2025, this is a great time to do it. Like I said, I've done this for the last, it's 20 or 21 months. About 21 months. And honestly, I've seen so many changes over everything. Like my skin has changed so much. Considering I'm getting older, I should be looking wrinklier and probably a little more haggard, but it's sort of in the reverse. You can see some photos on my Facebook page today that I just posted. Like, I just laughed at like the one in the tights, where I've just like looked in and gone, you know, my smile got bigger as the times progressed, and that as well too. So you can definitely see like the whole demeanor and that about myself has changed, and it's all just been what I'm putting into my body. And the foods are, if anyone wants to know, the food is all stuff from the supermarket, okay? No crazy ingredients, nothing weird, real ingredients, real food. Yes, if you don't eat salmon, you can change it to chicken. You know, if you don't eat salad at all and you're carnivore, well, then you're lucky. Just don't eat any of the extra little leafy greens that are just like a sideline. You just can make the other things. If you are carny, I do have a lot of meat-based recipes that do have some seasonings and stuff like that in it. So unless you're hardcore and just, you know, a meat and water kind of person, you'll be fine. Okay, so, and as I said, yeah, as long as you've got an active subscription, you'll have the ability to follow it all. We do have some giveaways in that as well. So this month, at the end of the month, anyone that is just participating in the challenge that is a 365 member, so as long as you've got an active membership, you're in our Facebook, the 365 Facebook group, and just post any kind of post regarding how you're going throughout it. So I know that you're on the plan. You'll get entry into winning one of 2 Amino Z packs, which is some whey protein isolate, some samples, and the Ultra Shaker. And I did something, and I've linked it today in the 365 group. I printed off 6 of these. This one's mine because it actually got a little dog ear on it in the shipping. 6 of our Fast Break cookbooks that was not available for a hard copy book. So this is actually like a perfect bound book, professionally done, even with the ISBN at the back, that I've got done. The colours are a bit whack because I actually hadn't changed it into a CMYK file, but it's still a great cookbook and it still looks pretty, doesn't it? So there will be one of these as a special giveaway for everybody in January. For everyone to enter in January, that'll just be anyone who's participating in our challenge, and an existing 365 member will be in the running to win a signed copy of Fast Break, which will only be one of 5 that will be at any time given away ever, because I will not print anymore. So you'll actually have the chance to win book number 16 by Megan Ellum that only 5 copies will ever be given away. So never sold and will not be available for print for anyone else. So I think that's a pretty cool prize, especially if you're an avid collector of my cookbooks, because we actually did do another exclusive one back in 2018, which was hashtag keto budget. But yeah, this one, it's a great book. I honestly, if you have not got this in ebook yet, get yourself a copy. Like, honestly, there is some amazing recipes in here. Many of them are actually Fed Up compliant. They actually tell you on the bottom of them as well. I actually just opened up to a page that was one. But I can honestly recommend the protein cookies are amazing. The protein first cheesecake, which is one of the recipes I just opened it up to. The lemon burst ice cream, hands down favorite ice cream of all. Sorry for all of my scoop recipes, they're amazing, but the lemon burst has just jumped to the top, and it's one that I've actually made into a breakfast ice cream that you can actually serve with granola, and it's so freaking good. Like, I mean, like right up there, really good. Okay, so I don't think there's any questions, so I can actually jump off here and leave this as a 20-minute video for anyone to look back if they've got any questions. If you do have any questions, you can pop it on the bottom. Kel, I can see that you said you're on holidays in February, based if I kick off Monday the 6th. Oh, okay, so you're going to do it now and then go on holidays. I know a few people that are the same. They're going to be getting into shape while they're doing this challenge and then going on holidays. Come my birthday, which is in the first week of February, I want to go to a hotel and be swimming in the pool, so I better look good in my swimmers. I don't really care, but there's a lot of loose bits since I've lost weight, but what can you do? It's just so good to feel healthy. And it's something I actually wrote in a comment on a post the other day, that one of the main things for me to lose the weight was my mom is very overweight, and I'm very much like her to look at in the face anyway now. So she's went into aged care young, I guess you'd say, for some people, because she's got mobility issues, she's falling over, she's been riddled with arthritis since she was 15 because she was overweight quite young. Just so many type 2 diabetes since she was 30 years of age. So a lot of health concerns, all based really on just being overweight and eating the wrong foods. Insulin resistance obviously is a major factor. That is something I found out what was happening with me, even though I kept trying to lose weight, I couldn't lose weight. And then that's what it was. So I changed to this diet, and here I am now 50 kilos lighter than what I was. It's pretty insane. So yeah, it is something that low carb has changed my life, of course, so much. If you look at some of the older photos of me, you can see I actually look younger than I was 8 years ago when I first started, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it's really changed everything for me. But honestly, since I also changed to the Fed Up diet, you will see again in images, even looking back at any lives or old videos. Like a good thing to do is go on this page and actually like click on my videos and actually look back at some of the older ones predating 2023. Even after I lost 30 kilos, you'll still see that I have changed a lot compared to today. So if that hopefully inspires anyone, then that's why I do it. Because if you look into my photo albums, you'll see that there's years that ever went by without a photo of me, even when I was skinny. I didn't care about photos, I didn't get in videos or whatever and stuff like that. It's just not my scene, but now I just do it so that hopefully it helps others, because I've seen how much it can help. And I was one of those people that was always inspired by Weight Watchers magazines, where you had the befores and afters at the back. Honestly, I used to buy magazines and just flip past all the other crap and just read the back bits. And that's what I love, to see people's success stories. And while I'm still on my own journey, I'm only hoping that my success can help make more success out there, and that we can all just feel good, because this is what, for me, the whole Fed Up 4 day on, 3 days off is a true lifestyle. It's not keto where you're falling off wagons because all of a sudden you've eaten one thing on the weekend. This allows you that grace period. If you need to go out and go to a wedding and you want to eat a piece of bloody wedding cake, eat the wedding cake, have a cocktail, whatever, but you're reining it back in. If that's not making the changes that you need, you'll learn to adjust each week how much you can or cannot unleash yourself on the weekend, or extend the 4 days into 5 days if you need to. But that is totally up to you. For me, the weight loss came quickly, even after years of losing, of having lost weight, and years after actually going on a plateau and actually gaining a bit of weight. I think a lot of us gained weight, particularly through the COVID lockdown periods and stuff like that. It's not that I was eating rubbish. I never stopped eating keto. The thing was, I was always still eating all the right foods, but eating the wrong times, too long a window of eating, and then just making these small changes and following the plans has just given me so much more energy, more structure. I actually eat better than I've ever eaten. Some people think it's crazy that I might only eat in a short window, but like in a short window, you could still eat like breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you wanted to. If that's what you need for your protein and your energy, then that's what you do. But you'll learn as you go, and you can push yourself further each and every day. But anyway, gone on too long. Okay, I'm gonna go, but thanks everybody for tuning in. I really hope you join us with the 365 challenge. And for all our 365 members that have been with us for years, this one is one of the ones you've been waiting for. This is going to be a big year, 2025. I just love the sound of this year, so let's get into it and crush all those goals. Okay, guys, thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.